Hello, welcome to Scryers Emporium. This is Charlotte.
And Ben.
And Kristin and Harrison.
And welcome to our New Year's special. We have two guests with us. They are Ben's brothers. Kristian is the master of all decks because he's just a genius. And then Harrison's just Harrison. So it's our first 4-player Commander game to go on the channel and we're so excited. Should we just get started?
We'll quickly briefly introduce the decks that we're running. So I'm running Asmo. I'm not going to say full name because it is a mouthful, which is going to be revolving around food tokens and discarding cards.
Asmarana Mardikadiastinakolica.
That card. What are you running?
I am running my Edgar Charmed Groom
Cool.
deck.
Kristian?
Around vampires.
I'm running Volo Guide to Monsters, and it's an attempt at a menagerie deck, a bit of a homebrew here.
Cool. And finally, Harrison, what have you got?
Obuun Muldaya Ancestor. Elementals and Ramp.
Yep, so it's Ramp. It's the Zendikar Rising Landfall Precon. It's good. So yeah, let's crack this off. We've already drawn our opening hands and we've decided who's going first. So why don't you take it away, Charlotte?
It's me. Play a Schwamp. Next person.
Draw. Evolving Wilds.
I'm going to do the same thing as Harrison. Evolving Wilds, crack it, and search for a land.
I'll play a mountain and over to you.
Play a plains and over to you.
Play Myriad Landscape. Myriad Landscape comes in top end.
On top of keep draw. Play an island, and that's it for me.
Okay, playing a mountain and I will pay 2 to cycle this card, discard it and draw a card. Over to you.
Going to play a plains. I'm going to pay 3 and bring on Foreboding Statue. It adds 1 mana of any colour and I put an omen counter on it at the beginning of my end step. If there are 3 or more omen counters on it, I untap it and transform it. And you'll go.
Play Forest. Tap those 3 and sacrificing the forest to play Harrow. Additional cost casted to sacrifice a land. Search the library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield and shuffle the library.
A few moments later.
In response to you casting Harrow, I'll tap a blue, cycle sensor, draw a card.
Go.
Untap and draw. Gonna play another island. Tap 3 for a Manolith. Just a standard mana rock, and that's it for me.
Okay, I'm going to pay 2 for Tormenting Voice, discarding Cauldron Familiar to draw 2 cards. Playing a land for turn, and because the card has been discarded this turn, I'm going to pay 1 to bring in Asmaranda. When Asmaranda enters the battlefield, I search my library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook. And then I will tap, discard a card from my hand to create a food token, which I'm using a Marble Gargoyle to represent a food token because that is something Asmaranda would cook. So over to you.
I'm going to pay 3 and bring in Welcoming Vampire, and then I'm going to pay 1 and bring in Blood Fountain as well. When Blood Fountain enters the battlefield, create a blood token. And then at the beginning of my end step, I put a foreboding counter on Boding State. You'll go.
Tap Mountain and Plains and tap and sacrifice Myriad Landscape to activate its ability. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, share a land type. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. And that's turn.
Play Forest. Did you have enough mana to play the cookbook, by the way? Because it said put it into your hand.
Oh, crap. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It was only put into my hand, not bring it to the battlefield.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me, Kristian, there. I'm taking that back. At least I didn't use that food token to do anything with it. Oh my god.
Tut.
Gonna return.
Okay. Playing Faith Devoted. Whenever I cycle or discard a card, I may pay 1. If I do, each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life.
My go? So I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to activate the blood token, discard a card. Enchant creature, enchanted creature can't attack or block. You'll go.
2, 3, 1, 2 green. Rampaging Balthor. Baloths. 6/6 with trample and landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield under my control, I may create a 4/4 green beast creature token.
I really don't like that deck. I hated it last time and I hate it again this time.
Go. Play an island. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Volo, Guide to Monsters. Playing Commander for green and blue. Tap in the Manolith for a green. I'm going to play Prosperous Innkeeper. I don't have any halflings or citizens out, so I get a copy of it. The copy enters first, which means when the other one enters, I gain a life. And with both of them entering, I get some treasure. I think that's it for me. Oh, wouldn't you think of transformed, by the way, when you put the third token
Oh,
on?
bloody hell, yeah, I forgot to put the counter on him.
Yep, and 3 tokens, it transforms
Yeah.
into a thing which gives 2 mana now, I think.
No, at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add a mana of any colour. Oh.
Ah, so it can still fight and block if needs to.
Yeah.
And what's the stats on it now?
5/5.
Okay, so I'm going to play Underworld Cookbook and then pay in 2 to cycle this card, discard this card, and draw a card. I'm going to play a Mountain. Over to you.
I'll use that black to bring out Edgar, and then I'm going to pay 1 and bring on Gaia's Ghost Form enchantment. So enchanted permanent dies. When it dies, exile it, or is exiled. Return it to the battlefield under my control. So I'm going to put it on Welcoming Vampire. I'll leave myself with some blockers. Your go.
All 4 forests, both of the plains, to play Nissa's Renewal. Search life for up to 3 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library, and I gain 7 life. And attack.
Choose wisely.
What are you saying choose wisely for?
Attack Charlotte with 1 4/4 beast.
Alright, I'll block it with that and then come back onto the battlefield transformed. Thank you very much.
Does it?
Yeah, that's it.
Zip.
Paying 5 mana for an owlbear, which I will get a copy of because of Volo, because I don't have any bird bears at all. Both my innkeepers will trigger, gaining 2 life for each. Both the owlbears enter the battlefield abilities trigger, and I draw a card for each one. Play Displacer Beast, because I don't have a cat, I get another Displacer Beast. Displacer Beast enters the battlefield triggers twice, and I get to venture into a dungeon twice. I choose the Lost Mine of Fandelver, 4 life from an entry, and I'm going to enter it, then I'm going to enter to the mine tunnel, so let's scry 1, keep it on top, and I get to make a treasure token.
It was on 2.
No,
Oh, did you use 1?
yeah.
Okay.
Pay both my treasures, crack them both, and I get Gretchen Titchwillow. She does nothing at the moment, because I already have a halfling. I do gain 2 life, going up to 51. That's it for me. Not attacking, because
Oh
I
my
need to protect myself.
god. Pay 1 to cycle this card, discard it and draw a card. And because I discard a card, I'm going to pay 1 and have everybody lose 2 life. And I will gain 6. Is that right, Kristian?
No, you still only gain 2.
Ah, okay. That would be broken if I did gain. I'm going to tap to discard a card to create a food token. And because I discarded a card, I'm going to pay 1 to have everyone lose 2 and I gain 2. And that is my turn over.
In a route keep, I put a vampire token out and the counter on each time until it has 3 on, then I can transform it back into Edgar.
It's not a can, it's a must.
I must, yes, I must. I am going to pay 5 and bring out Tenured Inkcaster. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life.
And welcoming.
Yeah, it's 2 or less, so I draw a card. I decided to wait your go.
So pay red, white, and green to play Nice Charm. Choose 1, and I'm going to pick return target card from a graveyard to its owner's hand. I'm going to bring back Nissa's Renewal, and I'm gonna play with 2 white to bring out Trove Warden.
I'll go. Play a layer of Hydra. 3 and 2 green for a Scalable. I will get another copy of it as it enters. Well, as I cast it. The copy enters first. I gain 2 life. Then the other one back up to 51. The copy enters. When Scalable enters, I'll look at the top 5 cards of my library. I can reveal a green from among them and put it into my hand, then rest on bottom in a random order. Hidana's Climb with the first one, and then the original one will trigger. And the original one I'll get Beneath the Sands into my hand, and I'll tap my island and Manolith to cycle Beneath the Sands to draw a card.
Have a word kill on your stupid beast that's creating tokens. Tap, discard a card to create a food token. As Miranda's ability, sacrifice 2 food tokens to deal 6 damage to target creature deals 6 damage to itself. Volo's going to come back quite easy. He's got quite a lot of land. Prosperous Innkeeper, I'm going to get rid of one of them. Over to you, Shaw.
Gonna upkeep, put that, and I get another vampire token. Welcome vampire triggers, so draw a card. I'm going to pay 6 with that one. I'm bringing Obelisk of Erd, and as it enters the battlefield, choose creature type, vampires.
Okay.
Creatures you control with that chosen type get +2/+2. Your go.
And this is renewal. 7 life. And
Search for
3 basic lands. Forest, a mountain, and whatever's the next one that comes up.
Probably going to be right at the end.
A forest. So 3 more lands come into play. Trove Warden's ability gets activated. I'm going to exile Mirrored Landscape, Forest, and Evolving Wilds. Vanishing Light, the +2/+2 artifact. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Vanishing Light leaves the battlefield. 2 beasts attacking Ben. 4 each.
I'll take it.
that it?
Yeah.
Hidana's Climb. Enchantment. Beginning of combat on my turn. Put +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Then if that creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, transform Hidana's Climb. Pay a green and get out Instrument of the Bards. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may put a harmony counter on Instrument of the Bards, and then for 3 and a green, and tapping the instrument, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters on this. Reveal it, put it into my hand, and if it's legendary, I create a treasure token, then shuffle. So I'll move to combat. Hidana's Climb will trigger, and I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Volo. That's it for me.
Pay 3 for Morbid Opportunist. Tap, discard a card. Should be this fairy to create a food token. Paying 1, so everyone loses 2 and I gain 2. Your go.
So another vampire enters. I get to draw a card and draw for turn. Another counter goes on him. I then transform him, so he's back to Edgar, which means every vampire I have has
+1/+1.
a +1/+1. I'm going to spend 2 mana to get rid of your beast. It's a -4/4, so it dies.
In response to that, just so Ben doesn't draw a card, pay a blue to unsummon Morbid Opportunist. That's whenever one or more other creatures die.
I know exactly what it does.
So the chain would go, that goes away, and then my token dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In response to that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that swinging at you.
I'll block one of the vampires because they're 2/2.
14, 18 damage.
Yeah, it's gonna
He's going to hurt you now.
2 green, a white and a red to bring out Obuun. Obuun is out with his landfall. 2 green and just 1 red. Bring out Yavimaya Elder. When it dies, I may search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal and put them into my hand, then shuffle my library. I can pay 2 to sacrifice him and draw a card. Play Blighted Woodland. Do Blighted Woodland's effect, search library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto battlefield, tap and shuffle my library. Because 2 more lands entered, landfall of that, and landfall of Obuun. Attack you with the Drover Warden.
Attack me?
Yeah, 3. It's a 3/4.
I'll block it with my Displace a Beast copy. So the copy dies.
Is that just a 2/3?
3/2.
End of combat.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I will play Parapersuasion, targeting Obuun. I will roll a d20, see what happens. Oh, 20. I gain control of him. Until end of turn. Until end of turn. Pay a green and 1, 2, 3 to transform Lair of the Hydra into an actual thing.
Into a Hydra.
Into a Hydra, yeah.
Is it still a land?
It's a
or is it
3/3.
just a...
It's still a 3. It's still a land, yep. Enter combat.
That's vigilance, that's right.
Obuun.
I know, yeah. Triggers, put the second +1/+1 counter from Hordana's Climb onto Volo. Obuun triggers. Obuun will turn Lair of the Hydra into a 6/6. 6/6 Lair of the Hydra is attacking you, Charlotte.
I'll block it with my lifelink.
And it's got trample on it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so that's fine. So I
you
take
gain
4.
You gain, yeah,
I
you
gain
take
2.
4. Take 4. So net loss.
I only gain 2 and then
yeah,
take
net
4.
loss of 2.
So
You just lose 2 overall.
Yeah.
So you're attacking with Obuun as well?
Yeah, and I'll attack with Obuun as well, Charlotte. Sorry.
Well, count your creatures.
That's 6. Another 6 damage.
Is that your turn over?
Yeah.
Pay 3 for a Morbid Opportunist. Pay 1 for Springleaf Drum. And that will be my turn over.
I'm going to pay
It
2.
seems on
Bring
block.
on Wedding Invitation. When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. I can sacrifice it, and target creature can't be blocked this turn. If it's a vampire, it also gains lifelink until the end of turn. I'm going to bring on Valorous Stance. It is an instant. Choose 1. Target creature gains indestructible until the end of turn. Or destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. You're welcome. I'm going to cast Exhilarating Elocution. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Other creatures get +1/+1 till the end of turn. Put it on that. I'm going to sacrifice that. That can't be blocked. Kristian, you're going to get all of them. And also, I gain a life.
Everyone loses 1 from that.
And that, because that has two +1 counters on, does that trigger it again?
No?
For each creature with a +1 counter, I'm pretty sure it says.
Yeah, so we all lose another 1 life.
Oh, right, wow, okay.
I'm down to 27.
Owlbear copy will block that. Glitching Titch will block Edgar, and that means I'll be taking. And I'll chump the statue with the wolf copy.
What is it?
3/3.
Alright, so I don't
So
know.
chumping, yeah. So that means I'll be taking.
8.
Yeah.
It doesn't have trample or anything.
Yeah.
And then I gain
4.
4.
Is that everything then?
Yeah.
Pay the other 2 to bring Obuun back. 3. Bring out Amazon Falconer. Each creature I control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying and also Outlast, 1 white. Together forever. When it enters the battlefield, support 2. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Acidic Slime. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Destroy the artifact. So attacking you for 9 in total with flyers.
Weapon. Paying 6 mana for Jace's Mindseeker. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent puts top 5 cards of their library into the graveyard, and then I might cast an instant or sorcery from among them without paying its mana cost. Innkeeper triggers twice, I gain 2 life.
So is it 5 cards?
Yep, mill 5. And I will be casting this.
Destroy target enchantment.
One or both. Artifact and then enchantment. I'm gonna exile your drum.
Right, okay.
And that thing. The original roulette again.
There's more stuff to pick.
Oh, no, I'm gonna pop your thing up now.
Trove Warden's
Yeah,
card.
I'm gonna pop your pinata.
Together Forever, pay 1 from that. When that dies, I can bring it back to my hand.
Hidana's Climb puts the third counter on Volo and it transforms. Now it becomes a land that can tap for 1 mana of any colour and for green, 1 green and blue and tap that land. Target creature I control gains flying and gets +X until end of turn where X is equal to its power.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paying 2 for a Goblin Morning Star. When it enters the battlefield, roll a d20. Yay! 13! Create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token and then attach the Morning Star to it. Defend straight Volo. And then I will pay 1, tap to discard a card to create a food token, and then I'm going to pay 1, everyone loses 2 life and I gain 2. And then before the end of my turn, kill the Falconeer by sacrificing 2 food tokens.
My go.
Yes.
Playing Demonic Bargain. Exile top 13 cards in my library. Then search my library for a card, put that card into my hand and shuffle. Pay 4 and bring in Elender, the Dusk of the Rose. Has lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on her. When she dies, create X 1/1 vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is her power. And that's all I'm going to do.
Tap the woodland and the forest to kill him off. Pay 2 white and 2 green to bring out Maria Angel. Get a bird token. A 1, 2, 3. For Keeper of Fables, Waker of the Wilds. Pay 2 and X is equal to 5. Into the combat phase, the mountain now becomes base 6/6 with 5+1s on it. So it's an 11/11 with trample and haste, even though it had haste. Attack Ben for 11.
I take it.
Attack Kristian for 10. And attack Kristian for 3.
Owlbear and a Mindseeker will block 1 beast to displace a beast, and Mindseeker will block the other beast.
So is that the end of your turn, Harrison?
Yeah.
Combat. Second main phase. 'Cause, yeah, they can't really do much. 7 purple worm.
Okay, paying 2 for a bit of cycling. I'll pay 1 so everyone loses 2 and I gain 2. Then I'll pay 1 black to suspend Mind Stab for 4 turns. I'm going to pay 1 to discard a card to create a food token, and then pay 1 to everyone loses 2 and I gain 2. And then I'm going to play Auntie's Hovel. Comes into play tapped. Your turn.
Destroy target enchantment or artifact.
You also gain 3 life from that card.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to pay 3 and bring in Markov Purifier. It's lifelink at the beginning of my end step. If I gained life this turn, I'm going to pay 2 if I do draw a card. I'm going to swing at you with her.
I'll take it.
In my end step, if I gained life, I can pay 2 and draw a card, so I'm going to do that. Now it's your go.
Paying a red, a green, and then 3 and 3. Treacherous Terrain. Deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of lands that player controls.
A few moments later.
2 flying birds plus the 22/22 plus 4/4 flyer to Charlotte.
That's a 4 actually. So 4, 8, 12, 15. So I'm only taking 7. I'm just putting that there so I know.
You're only taking 7.
So I take 7 from that.
And then the rest of them are going through.
Yeah, but it's just the 2 birds.
And that.
6.
So 6 damage. I'm done.
Gonna pay 1, 2, and 2 green for Eliwick Tumblestone. I'm going to use a -2 ability. Look at top 6. I may reveal a creature. Put it into hand. If it's a legendary, I gain 3 life. Reveal aggressive mammoth. Might as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 green. To play the aggressive mammoth. Gain a life. It's a 6 mana 8/8 trample. Other creatures I control have trample.
Play that land enters the battlefield tapped. Right, I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4 for Diabolic Tutor. So it's my library for a card, put a card into my hand, and then shuffle your library. I'm going to cycle this to draw a card. I'm going to pay 1 for Mutiny to have your land creature deal 15 damage to Obuun. Tap to discard a card to create a food token. I'm going to sacrifice 2 food tokens to kill your owlbear. And Yogo?
To bring in Feign Death. Until the end of turn, target creature gains. When this card dies, return it to the battlefield. Tapped under its owner's controls with a 1/1 counter on it. I'm going to pay 3 and bring on Veto, Fawn of the Dusk Rose. I'm going to pay 2 to bring in Flare of Faith. Target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Okay, so I'm going to swing at you with both of those. That's a flyer, 3/3, and it's 13/13.
Block the 13/13.
Okay, and you're taking 3.
Yeah.
So then I gain 13 life and you lose an extra 13.
Is that everything then?
Yes, that's
Get off.
Exile up to 2 target artifacts and/or enchantments. That and that. So it's going to become a 28/28 with trample.
Pardon me?
Swing at Charlotte for 28. 30. 33.
34.
34.
So that's what, 2 off it?
20.
24.
So
26.
it goes from 28
30.
down to, and Yogo.
The Tarrasque.
Oh, the Tarrasque, of course.
Because I cast it, it's got haste and ward 10. It's a 10/10.
A few moments later.
Yeah, let's send the mammoth at Ben.
Yeah.
Trask there and leave these 2 back because, yeah.
So 1 creature for all of us. Though.
So when that attacks, Tarrasque will fire Obuun. 10/10 versus 4/4.
So that dies.
And then it's still attacking anyway, so yeah. So yeah, Obuun goes bye-bye.
And then, even if I block with those, it'll still be 6 damage going through.
Yeah, and he's got
That's-
6 life, yeah. More than enough.
Gonna kill me.
Wait, did I say that? Yeah, I was sending...
That's to me.
No, I'm going to send the worm at you with the mammoth of Charlotte.
Don't really want to lose Esmeralda, so I'm just going to block 3 of it with my Morbid Opportunist.
Draw a card.
Yeah. And then I take 5.
So yeah, this is Kristian. After attacking Harrison and Charlotte, we went to Ben's turn. He sadly didn't draw a board wipe or anything of that matter, and I just attacked him with big scary monsters.
Yep,
Yeah.
it would have been a very, like I said, I wouldn't have survived another turn. So we were going to call it there after him taking out 2 players in one go.
I know it wasn't the most exciting game, but Ben didn't really draw.
It's right at the bottom.
Yeah, Ben didn't really draw like answers, even though he was drawing like 5 cards every rotation. I was playing very cautiously because that's how I am in Magic. I prefer to play it cautious and just expect the worst no matter what. Because I was honestly worried about Charlotte and Harrison with both the board states all throughout the game. Harrison with his big, it ended up as a 24/24 at the end, right, Harrison?
Yeah.
Big 24/24 land which could just pump with Obuun to give it trample. And Charlotte's a land, if it was held back on defense, could probably just scared everyone off with veto as well. And yeah.
But yeah, that was a good game. It's kind of game as a 4-player game, for a multiplayer game. I think there'll be many more coming, because I think the actual hosts of the channel want to actually have a win.
Yeah.
In a multiplayer commander game.
And I think we should make it a rule that everyone has to attack with something whenever they can.
Well, no.
It makes it more interesting.
But yeah, no, that was good. A very late one for us. Hopefully not too short, not too long of a video when it gets edited finally. So check out the links in the descriptions, guys, for our links to our Facebook page, eBay page, and also Facebook groups that we're part of.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. You don't miss us hopefully beating Kristian in the future. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Take care.